Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 1310.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to talk about Valentine spending trends. Because spending is up for Valentine's Day. People are spending more than they ever have before. And that might be surprising because we keep hearing about people having difficulties or being mired in debt. But the trend is that consumers are planning to spend $25.8 billion on Valentine's Day this year, which is an average of $185.81 per person. And that total spending amount is the highest that we've ever seen. At $14.2 billion, that's a record. The next highest year that we saw spending close to that was in 2020 at $14.1 billion. And in 2022, people spent $13.7 billion, and in 2023, less than that, $13.5 billion. So it's a big uptick for people to be spending $14.2 billion and making a new record for Valentine's Day spending. Now, spending from this survey, which was by NRF and Prosper Insights and Analytics, says that per person expected spending on gifts is significant based on age groups. So the least amount of spending is in the 65 and older group at $61 on gifts. The next highest group is 55 to 64. They're spending $89 on gifts. Then the 18 to 24-year-old group is spending $97 on average on gifts. The 45 to 54-year-old group is spending $111 on average for Valentine's Day gifts. The 25 to 34-year-old group is spending $126 on average for Valentine's Day. And the highest spending group is 35 to 44, spending $137 per person for Valentine's Day. And the survey notes that while consumers 35 to 44 are spending the most on their romantic partners, they are also the age group planning to splurge the most on gifts for pets. And just how are they spending this money? Well, about $2.6 billion is spent on flowers. The next largest category is $3 billion spending on clothing. The next largest category is spent on an evening out, that's $4.9 billion, and the highest category is jewelry at $6.4 billion. They're also noting that consumers are thinking outside the box for gifts this year, and looking at sales on Shopify, they're detecting that there's more unique items that are being given for Valentine's Day. Certainly the old classics like candles and jewelry, pajamas, and perfume are popular, but also they're seeing non-traditional gifts like experiences or recreating your favorite cocktail at home with a new barware set, or planning for an upcoming adventure with travel accessories, or even elevating couples' game nights with table shuffleboard. And if you're not in a romantic relationship, there's gifts given for that too. According to Shopify, they released Sweethearts Situationships candy as the perfect gift for your special someone. And even those people not celebrating Valentine's Day with someone special, they're still marking the occasion by purchasing anti-Valentine's Day gifts or doing something else, or treating yourself to something special, or planning a get-together or evening out with other single friends or family members. Other popular items to purchase in this survey list candy at 57%, greeting cards at 40%, flowers at 39%, an evening out 32%, jewelry at 22%, clothing at 21%, and a gift card or gift certificate at 19%. The age group that is most excited about Valentine's Day are the 25 to 34-year-olds, of which 62% plan to celebrate this year more than any other age group. And where are they buying gifts? Well, 40% are shopping online, which is up from 35% last year. They also plan to head to department stores, 33%, discount stores 31%, and florists 17%. And just in case you're wondering, according to another survey by Retail Me Not, Americans spend more on the Super Bowl than on Valentine's Day. They say Americans love a good party and a good reason to party, so the Super Bowl fits that bill. And according to their survey, an average amount being spent at the Super Bowl will come in at $189 this year, up from $125 last year, most of that being on food and drinks. While more than a third of people are shelling out money to have food delivered, and 21% of people say they'll be buying whole meals from restaurants to watch the game. Since the Super Bowl is the highest rated live broadcast every year, of course, 10% of people are actually spending money to go out and buy a new television set. So even if you're not following those two lovebirds, one of which is on the field, who shall remain nameless, it's possibly because it might be a bigger event than Valentine's Day, and people are spending $25 more on the Super Bowl than they are on Valentine's Day. If you haven't yet subscribed to Be Wealthy and Smart, hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified as soon as new podcasts are available. And all of my podcasts are on my website at lindapjones.com/podcasts. And while you're there, sign up for my weekly newsletter for more wealth tips. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.